Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. I'm using my tarot cards with the purple pouch. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. Also, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. All right, we have the Empress. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Cups. I feel like you're waiting on your Nine of Cups. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Wheel. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Chariot and Temperance, and bottom of the deck we have the Hangman. Yeah, that's kind of the energy that I was feeling, is kind of seeing things from a different perspective, because I feel like you keep waiting for something to happen, and what it is you need to do is you need to make things happen. Kind of looking at things differently, and your perspective about your Nine of Cups, whatever that may represent, whether that's just feeling that sense of fulfillment and being happy with your life, or wanting to make a goal happen, something to happen for you. I feel that like what you're struggling with is like you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's almost like you're getting this sense of frustration because things aren't happening the way you see them or you want them happening, or they're not happening the way you want them to happen, and that you keep waiting for these things, and I feel like it's causing some frustration within yourself, and you're starting to, it's almost like you're putting yourself in that energy of that frustration, right? Because you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and I feel like you've kind of stopped growing, and you stop evolving, and you stop changing, and you're just kind of sitting and waiting, and you're like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for things to happen. So let's get some more. Again, like her, how she's kind of sitting there and she's just kind of, oh, I'm giving up and it's not happening. My pentacles aren't happening, you know, the money or the job or the career or the Ten of Cups, and it's just not happening, and I'm not having the success that I want. And I feel like you kind of have this vision of, you know, this fulfillment with this pentacle, and you feel that this is going to solve everything, and this is going to make everything right, and, you know, everything is going to be almost like this fairy tale. And I'm not saying that it can't happen, but what I'm saying here is that you're kind of putting yourself in this frustration because you have this vision, which is good to have this vision, but what you need to focus on is working on and taking the steps to make that happen, right? You make the changes. So I feel like what you need to focus on is changes within yourself, and changes, putting yourself in this environment of, you know, if you want to have this goal and you want to have this Nine of Cups, what does that represent to you, and how can you start to do those things to make that happen, right? That start working on those. It's amazing that you have this goal and you have this dream and you have this feeling and you have this idea and you have this, what it is that you want to have. But again, like I said, I feel like you're getting into that area of frustration that it's not happening for you. So now you have to look at and you say, okay, what can I start doing to take things into my own hands and get control of the situation? It's not that this isn't going to happen. It's like, it's kind of showing yourself that you can make your dreams real, that you can make your Nine of Cups real, that you can make those happen. And as I've always said, it's finding that fulfillment within yourself and doing those things that make yourself happy. And look at that. I love that. The Two of Cups. Right. Ace of Swords. What are the changes that you can make? Change number one, stop being frustrated. Stop trying to micromanage this. I feel like it's like you want to have a time and a date and a place and an exact, and you want to have everything laid out. But the universe doesn't, I feel the universe doesn't work that way. The universe makes things happen when the time is right. Those things will happen. It's good to have that idea of this is what you want to have happen. But when you start to get into the details and things don't happen at your time frame or the way that you want, then there starts to get that irritation and that frustration. So it's time to, sometimes we have to focus on different things. We have to do other things. And I feel like there's something else that you may need to work on before this comes in for you. And sometimes we think, no, everything's right, everything's perfect, it's the way it's supposed to be. But sometimes I feel the universe is like, well, no, there's really other stuff that you need to work on. And I feel like it's also, like I said before, it's like finding that fulfillment within yourself and finding it within each day, and not focusing on the frustration of what's not happening, but focusing on what is happening and what can you change. You can change your attitude as to, okay, I'm not going to get irritated that it's not happening the way that I want it to. So what other things can I do? What other things can I focus on? What other things can I help to make this Nine of Cups come in for me? Because our overall energy is the Hangman, and it's taking a step back and seeing things from a different perspective and seeing, okay, this way that you were doing over here, not working for you, right? Because you're getting more frustrated and you're getting more irritated. So I feel like it's kind of focusing on those things that you love, focusing on those things that make you happy, focusing on what it is that you have around you now that you can work on, that you can change, that can give you that sense. It's all how you're looking at it. It's all how you're perceiving it, right? Energy that wants to come in for you. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. So things are definitely coming in for you with this Chariot. And you just have to be patient with Temperance here, right? Maybe this is what you need to look at, is learn to be, that patience, right? For timing, for when things are ready, that they will happen. And yeah, I'm very impatient. I hate having to wait. And that's something very hard, but there's other things around you that maybe you need to focus on, right? And learning that patience. And over here, this energy that wants to come in for you. Look at this. We have Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful energy, right? That wants to come in for you. This Ten of Pentacles, and it's that kind of that calmness, as kind of not worrying about it and knowing that it's going to happen when the time is right. And yeah, that's easier said than done. I know that. But we can't get caught up in that frustration, right? Because I almost feel like you want to give up, and you have to look at that energy that you're focusing on, right? Not holding yourself back anymore, and kind of putting these walls around you and saying, and realizing that, hey, when I'm in this energy, I'm just hurting myself. Like, I'm just making it harder for myself. And to let go of those burdens, and that's coming to an end, because you realize, hey, right, having that patience, and now, okay, if that's not going to happen for me now, what else can I focus on? What else can I do? We have the Six of Pentacles, and it's kind of that give and take with the universe. I feel like it's kind of sharing other things around you, and helping out what you know now, like what you've learned from this situation, and kind of having that communication with the people that are around you. And I just feel like it's trying to find that sense of calmness while you're waiting for, while this Nine of Cups is waiting to come in. And you know what? I feel like when you learn this patience, and you learn that, okay, I'm working on all of these other things, is that it's almost like you get the Nine of Cups without even realizing that, like a different level of it, because you're like, wow, I'm not sitting around and waiting for things to happen. I'm doing things to make things happen for myself, right? That I'm having that fulfillment. I'm having that Nine of Cups while really waiting for my Nine of Cups, right? Because you're having that emotional fulfillment. You're having that fulfillment because you're like, I'm not going to let that get to me. I'm not going to let that bother me, which I know is easier said than done. But living in the moment, and that's what I've been saying, is that it's living in the now. And I know that's so much easier said than done. But there's a sense of calmness to it because you're like, I can only deal with what I have going on today. I can't change what is in the past, and I don't know what's coming in for the future. But I can deal with what I have going on right now in this moment. I can deal with like my thoughts and my feeling and my focus that I have right now, right? Your emotions. I feel like this brings a sense of calmness when you let this frustration go. And it opens up new doors. Look at that. I love that Two of Wands there. Again, we have the Two of Wands here. And the Two of Wands is taking those initial first steps as to making things happen or changing that attitude or refocusing. And there may be other opportunities that open up for you that you didn't even realize because you're like, oh, I'm not going to be in this frustrated energy anymore. I'm going to look at all of the opportunities that are around me and I'm going to take those opportunities, right? And then I feel like it could be something even bigger than what you were thinking because you've let go of this frustration. All right, let's grab a Whispers of Healing. Everything balances out. I was just my eye was just drawn to the scales there, and I feel like everything balances itself out. We have progress, right? Here you're stopping the progress. Here you're being stuck. Here you're in this frustration. It's like you're holding yourself back. So it's like this card to me, I feel that it has two meanings. It has you're holding yourself back from a situation, but I also feel that this card can represent, especially in the future energy, is that you're ready to let that go and you're ready to set that free and you're not going to let the frustrations of things not happening stop your progress. And your progress may be towards something that you don't even realize or that you don't even see, right? That in your mind you think it's this, but there may be something else that's waiting for you, a different focus. So we have that progress. Don't stop that progress. Just because it may not be the way that you think it should be, it doesn't mean that it's not progress, right? Because if you learn to, with this patience and to refocus, that's progress, right? Because it's like, oh, I've moved from stagnant, not moving, to I feel this sense of freedom and lightness. And then we have unexpected. Ooh, that's what I was thinking when I saw this card, and it's almost like they have the same colors. Like, I feel like something unexpected is going to happen, something that you weren't thinking of. And that's what I was feeling here, is that you kind of have, you're laser focused on this, but I feel like there's something bigger and better and something that's unexpected that you find. And it could be just that sense of calmness within yourself and releasing that sense of worry and frustration, right? And that's definitely a good thing, because like not having to worry about that anymore and just saying, well, it's going to be what it's going to be. So I definitely feel like, I love the look on her face there. She's like, you know, that total surprise and unexpected and not what you were thinking. And she comes around the corner and there's this beautiful castle there. Sometimes we don't realize the progress that we need to make. But when we let go of expectations and we just see what is presented to us and what comes into our life, that it opens up new opportunities for us that we didn't expect. I love that. You never know what's around the corner. All right, I'm going to get an empowerment card from my Witch Casket deck. All right, we have create a done list. Don't overwhelm yourself with a list of jobs to do. Today, make a list of all your accomplishments, yes, even the tiny ones. At the end of the day, read through, reflect, and congratulate yourself. So that's what I was saying, is being in the moment and the things that you can get done today, the things that you can focus on today, the things that you can, you know, that you have control of today. Like I said, you can't change what's in the past and you don't know what's coming in for you. So what you can control, and giving you that sense of control, is what's going on and what your focus is right now. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.